Hi, I'm Andy from Autodesk Navisworks. In this video, I'm going to show you around TimeLiner. TimeLiner enables you to connect a Navisworks model to an external project schedule, then attach scheduled tasks to model items and create a simulation to virtually construct your project. The default tab is the Tasks tab. You can see that the model I have here already has tasks set up from an external project schedule I linked to, and that these tasks are already linked to model items. Whether you've imported tasks from an external source or not, there are several ways you can add tasks within TimeLiner. I can add them and insert them manually. This could be time consuming though, if you have lots of tasks to add to a large model. I can also add them automatically based on model geometry or search and selection sets. There are several options for attaching model geometry to tasks, or you can use rules to auto-attach geometry to tasks. I can even drag and drop items directly onto tasks from the scene view or the selection tree. A feature here that can really help you out is being able to find items in the model based on their attachment status. I can manage and reorder tasks by moving them up and down the schedule and in or out denting them. I can also choose which columns I want to display in the tasks grid. So, for example, the total cost column is shown by default, but I can choose to show additional cost columns where I can manually add costs to a task. The Gantt chart on the right hand side of the Tasks tab provides a visual representation of your schedule. I can choose to display planned dates for the tasks, actual dates the tasks were performed on, or both. I can zoom in and out on the schedule and move tasks and change their duration and dates. I can even hide the chart altogether, or apply filtering so that only certain tasks are displayed. And I can export my TimeLiner schedule if I want to work on it in an external application. Okay, now let's have a look at the Data Sources tab, which despite having a lot less going on screen is still very powerful. This is where you import tasks and schedules from external scheduling software. I already have one link to an external data source set up, and can add more from a variety of sources such as Microsoft Project or Primavera, or even a simple CSV file. And what gives this external linking extra power is that by clicking refresh I can synchronize with the data source to update my schedule with any changes, or rebuild completely from the source, overwriting any existing data. Next up is the Configure tab, where I can define how simulations are displayed. For each task type, I can change the various appearance options to help visually identify areas of a schedule, or even exclude parts of it altogether. I can add and delete task type configurations, and set up an unlimited number of appearance definitions to apply to task types. Now that I've set up my schedule and tasks, and configured their appearance, I can run a simulation of my project. Once I have my simulation settings as I want, then I can go ahead and run the simulation. Details of the schedule are shown at the bottom of the screen, with the playback controls at the top of the screen. The overlay text in the scene view displays times, costs and other data associated with the schedule. And if I want to show the simulation to other project stakeholders, then I just click the Export button to export it as an AVI file or a sequence of image files. So now that I've given you a quick tour of Autodesk Navisworks TimeLiner, why not explore some of the features yourself? Thanks for watching.